All right, Upreach. Little change of scenery today at my humble abode. But wanted to start getting out to you guys this week some of the announcements of the tangible things we're going to be doing as a staff, me as an owner, expectations you can hold us to, expectations, like I said, that we're going to hold you guys to. And we're going to go over a couple different things over the course of the week. I wanted to start off right off the bat, though, with this week going over Upreach's equipment and kind of our facility. We got a lot of good feedback on the survey and some things that I want to go over with you guys on how we can improve or keep our equipment improved and nice and things we're going to be doing going forward so that you guys as a community can look forward to that and also help us with that a little bit. So some of you maybe were around last summer. We used Joe's Barbell Service, local awesome business that this guy has where yes, he services barbells, and we had our barbells serviced last June, July time, but also services all the cardio equipment, rowers, bikes, ski ergs, all that kind of stuff. So I reached out to Joe. Joe and I went through all of our equipment on a Saturday. He picked out everything that needs to be fixed, everything that needs to be tuned up. And so we're going to get Joe and his team on a 6-month rotation of doing tune-ups for all of our cardio equipment. And the cool thing is April 19th is going to be the first big, huge service. This is essentially fixing all of the bikes that are broken. You know, we have that C2 bike with the pedal, the screens that aren't working, maybe the Echo bikes where that seat is coming up and giving us a little howdy doody. All the rowers, every single chain, every single band is going to be replaced. So the whole idea here is all of these pieces of equipment are hopefully going to feel like brand new to us. And then every 6 months, his team's going to come in and reservice. And hopefully with that consistent servicing schedule, we won't need a huge fixing, every 5-6 years or something like that. There's also a plan to put in place here to possibly start slowly but surely maybe phasing out some of this after they get all tuned up, maybe sell a rower or two, flip them for a brand new rower. But thought first and foremost, let's get it all fixed. Let's get it all tuned up, feeling really nice. And that's happening April 19th. That's a Saturday. So if you're coming to Community WOD on that day, you'll see Joe and his team coming in. They're going to come in during Community WOD to start. It's going to be a solid 8-hour project. They're going to start on assault bike. So all that. Now, something I do want to announce. One of the things to make this happen, this is a big investment. I'm going to be selling the cold plunge. There's also going to be hopefully a more upgraded cold plunge coming down the future. But I wanted to put the investment back into you guys where you say you want it. Not a lot of people are using the plunge currently. A lot of people would rather have that money be spent on the equipment, and I hear you. And so I'm going to be selling the cold plunge. I'm saying this because if anybody watching this, any Upreach members, do you want to work with me here? I'm looking for $3,000 for the plunge. If you or somebody you know would be interested in that, let's talk. Let's make a deal. Also, the 35-pound plates. They don't get used a lot. And what I would like to do is flip all of our 35-pound plates, sell those bad boys so we can get more 25-pound plates. Those are the plates that get used the most in the gym by men and women. They're the ones that break the most because you can drop those ones from overhead, but they just get so much use. And I just think let's add more value. Let's just get more 25s. The 35s, I think we all know, they barely get touched. So I'm also looking to sell the 35s. So if you're somebody that has a home gym, you're interested in the 35s, let me know. Reach out to me, talk to me at the gym, whatever it is. But know that right off the bat here, trying to figure out ways to make an investment back into you guys and the things that you said you wanted on that survey. So that's what we got going for the barbell service. Now, more concretely as well, what are we doing? We now have a maintenance log of equipment. This is a doc, an Excel sheet that's shared with the staff. And this is just a way for us to keep a log of things that are maybe breaking down or things that maybe need replacement. And then every quarter, the goal is going to be either replacing a couple of those pieces of equipment, or if we do a really good job both as a staff and as a community keeping our equipment really nice, when that quarter comes up, if I don't really need to replace much, I can renew or just buy new equipment. At the end of the day, we're going to want to replace or make sure that our plates and everything are up to date. But if a quarter goes by and nothing really needs to be replaced, there we go. Now we can maybe have some fun and get some new equipment, some things that aren't in there, some in-between dumbbells, some in-between kettlebells, whatever it might be. Right? And so that's what we're doing on staff. And then again, this is a full community thing, right? Members, community. Here's our ask of you to help us with this is don't slam bars. I mean, this unloaded barbells should not be being dropped from overhead. We do a pretty good job of that. One that we don't do a good job at, dumbbells. We do dumbbell snatches, we throw them down on the ground. Those heads start to break, they start to break down. We need to make sure we're not slamming them or ghost riding them from overhead. Don't drop the bars with only 10s or 15s on them. We talk about this all the time. I understand it's really, really hard when you're in the middle of a Metcon. You're dying. You're not thinking about it. If you drop those 10s and 15s, they're not meant to be dropped with them only being on there. Not only does it mess up the plates, it can start to slowly eat away at the barbell as well. I know you're tired, but please put it down safely. It just makes that equipment last a little bit longer. And then finally, just put the equipment back, right? When we put the equipment back where it's supposed to be, and Coach Haley's done an amazing job of making it more clear where everything should go, that stuff just lasts longer, right? When it's left out in the middle of the floor or down next to where it should be, people kick stuff around, they kick wall balls around, whatever it is. It's just little things that help it last longer. So as a staff, that's what we got going on my end with the barbell service, making sure we have implementation of a system, right? Every 6 months for barbell servicing as well as equipment servicing. April 19th is the first date for that first one. I'm selling things here, trying to make this happen. We have a maintenance log of equipment moving forward so we can replace or renew. And, if you guys see something, let a coach know. Maybe we've logged it. We probably have, but maybe we haven't. And so if you're feeling something, seeing something, just let us know so we can add that to our maintenance log. And then you guys as members, just help us, right? Just take care of the equipment as if it's your own. I mean, it is your own. You're the ones who use it, right? So just treat it with respect. That's all we ask. So this is kind of what we got for the equipment facility. One thing I didn't put up here for the facility, the holes, right? I know the holes are an issue. I am trying to find and work with a construction company or, a concrete company. At the end of the day, it's a very old building. It is an old car garage. There's lots of oil underneath that. It erodes. That's a big project to do that right. Getting Quickcrete and doing it doesn't work, I know, because Justin and I have tried that and it broke immediately and it was not great. So if you're like, oh, just get Quickcrete, Sean. Quickcrete doesn't work when you're slamming bars down. This has to be an actual professional project. That's a huge investment. One I'm willing to make, right? But I got to find the right team. So if you know somebody or if you have a construction crew or you know concrete people, let me know. I want to find the right price range for this, but know that I am working to figure that out when it comes to the facility. Otherwise, we're optimizing the space as much as we can. We continue to do so. We may renovate again. Who knows? But that's kind of, on the facility front, the only feedback was really like the potholes and the floor. And trust me, I'm with you guys. That's just a really big project. We'd have to close the gym down for hopefully no more than a weekend, but it might have to be more. So these are things we have to think about as a business. Like, how long are we willing to close the gym down to fix those holes? How long are you guys willing to take off of Upreach to fix those holes? How much is it going to be? So things to think about, but I am working on that. So that's what we got for the equipment and the facility. If you guys are interested in maybe making a deal with me on the plunge or the 35s, please reach out to me, let me know. And really looking forward to getting Joe's Barbell Service out to keep our equipment nice and smooth. All right, guys.